From chatting to patient intake, the four biggest opportunity for AI in healthcare. And I think I like this particular article from the MedCity News, talking about how AI can be used, or some use cases of AI in healthcare industry. These are fantastic use cases when it comes to AI being integrated in healthcare. However, I think I want to pick out some few things on what I think about this. First thing first that I will need to pick out of this is on how much data is available, right? How much data is, is on how much data is actually going to be available for all of this. What is the availability of the data for all of this? And the reason is because I am seeing this as a proposal or typical use case of AI in the future, probably not necessarily what is being implementable as we have, only to the fact that we need some enough data to make this happen. I know for some particular locations, they might not have issues with this, owing to the fact that you have a lot of data. However, generally speaking now, how much data do we have to train our models to achieve at least all of this? For the customer conventional patient intake, in terms of serving as the customer relation for the officer, that might be good. That might be something good to go. However, checking updates, diagnosing patients, making recommendations, following up with treatment plans, prescribing drugs, following up with dosage for customers, and all of those stuff. In my opinion, I think we'll need enough data to actually make that. Historical data present, and so to need historical data to be able to make predictions, to be able to forecast and make those good predictions. Trust me, a whole lot of data is going to be needed. So the question is, are the data available to actually implement this? Again, I'm saying this from the perspective of seeing all of these use cases as something that can be implemented on a rolling basis, not necessarily this year, not necessarily next year, but like we say, as it goes on and on, as we progress in the development of AI. And trust me, going away from the data, because these implementations are actually going to be more like having a system in place, right? We would need to have a system. So talking about this, I also think we will need to have a system in place to actually help with all of this implementation, all of this type of implementation, especially when it comes to the healthcare industry. And that is because implementing things like this, like analysis for the customer, for the patient, being able to diagnose and all of those things, in my opinion, I think they will need a kind of system to do that. So do we have those systems in place now? Do we have the system in place such that patients don't need to necessarily walk into an hospital before they have access to the power of this artificial intelligence working on their health basis? So I'm thinking, is it something we can do? Do we have that technology ecosystem that can actually facilitate all of this implementation? What if we have to implement an hedge solution to help with some of this? I mean, nowadays we have some Apple wristwatches that are able to tell our heart rate, that are able to tell the obesity rate, number of sleeps, and all of those stuff. And going forward, is that something we can build on and expand, where we have from our Apple Watch to our mobile device to our car system to every system where we go, our workplace, everything integrated such that having a heart problem or a cardiac arrest somewhere can easily, whereby if you have a cardiac arrest somewhere, you can, it's very much easy to transfer or to um, it's very much easy to have all of this system come into place to help such patient losing consciousness. Your wristwatch will be able to trigger some kind of alarm or alerting immediately to your to the hospital or to your healthcare worker or to your doctor and all of those stuff. Just bringing this out of my head like something rough. Okay? So I think we will need that system to be in place to actually also facilitate this. And again, very much importantly, is the privacy of data that will be used. Yes, I understand there could be anonymization and there could be context to the anonymization and data privacy and all of those security. However, how can we foster privacy of patients when it comes to using all of this AI to ensure that the patient information is safe, to ensure that patients are not exposed, right? Such that especially histories, right, don't fall into the bad actors and don't get exposed. So customer privacy and patient privacy, very, very much importantly. And of course, another thing I think is on how much kickback or reception ideas like this will have from both the patient and the healthcare worker itself. And I say that because I believe healthcare is such an industry that somehow will still need a human touch one way or the other. So how can what is going to be what is going to be the perception of a patient walking into a hospital and then being attended to from hand to hand by an AI system? Of course, systems like this are usually agents that take control of it, and you have agents being implemented for that. So what is going to be the customer's perspective? Are we really ready? Yeah. Are we really ready to implement an end-to-end artificial intelligence or a robot system for our medical facilities where you don't have any human touch, where there is no doctor, where there is no nurse in quotes to actually attend to customers, right? Are we ready for that? How about having to do some very much complex, like the human system is complex. And then what is going to be the capacity of an AI to be able to really, really diagnose the real effects, not just making recommendations, the real effect and solution of a patient's ailment or something? It could be very slim. And so there needs to be a relationship between using this AI and the customers. Or maybe I say, for now, I think what we can do here in terms of all of these AIs being used in healthcare is to have them as a complement to the healthcare worker, in the sense that this system are there to actually complement the effort of the health worker. So the health worker sees this, and for the initial diagnosis, right, AI can come in and do all of those stuff. The reports can come in, initial diagnosis, and then there will be need for a practitioner, a subject matter expert, to come in and actually do some more verification, some more testing, some more analysis and diagnosis for things like this. And I think with that, we are able to actually get the best out of implementing AI for healthcare worker. And it won't just be another case of who's first to use this technology or who is last to use this technology, or having to implement technology for implementing sake. We want to get value, real business value from all of this. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the chat about news like this on how AI is being implemented in healthcare industry. See you next time. Thank you.